Now, that lab test you've been postponing to get, and you're planning for a hair transplant, please go get it. Go get it before you go ahead with the hair transplant, because that might actually be your saving grace. Now, there's a whole lot of problems that come with you ignoring your health before you go get a hair transplant. Now, if you're coming across this video for the first time or hearing my voice for the first time, my name is Dr. Chafo. I'm a hair transplant surgeon and a hair loss coach. I've helped thousands of my clients regain confidence through hair regrowth and hair transplant. You know, I had a client that came in, was scheduled for a hair transplant. My protocol is that we have to get some basic lab tests that will actually help me place you on the right therapy, especially before and after hair transplant, because it's very important. So this client goes for the lab test and we get some damning results that I could not even proceed, and I had to cancel the hair transplant. So if this is you going for a hair transplant or thinking about a hair transplant, or you don't even know what your options are, the first thing I always recommend is to make an appointment with us. We offer free virtual appointments. Somebody from my team will get in touch with you to talk to you and let you know the next step to take. My goal today is to let you know the basic important blood tests you need to get before you go for a hair transplant. So if you're scheduled for a hair transplant, make sure you check all these boxes. I need you to get a paper and pen and write down. So number one is you need to get a HIV test, because what happens with HIV is that it's an inflammatory state. And if you're going for a hair transplant and you have that, guess what? It's going to fail. So you need to know what your status is. It is a must. You have to get it. Number two, you need a hepatitis panel test done. Yes, you have to get it. You need to check your hepatitis B, hepatitis C. Make sure if you've had your vaccination. If you've not had it, these are things you need to talk about during your evaluation for a hair transplant. So if you've never had that tested, that is a must. It can also cause some inflammation, put you in an inflammatory state. If you get a hair transplant without knowing your status, guess what? Your hair transplant might just fail. You might just be that one case that your hair will not grow after a hair transplant. Number three, you need a complete metabolic panel. I can just call it a chemistry panel, which will include your liver function test, your kidney function testing, your electrolytes. So we need to know all that. Because if you have kidney issues or liver issues, guess what? You're prone to bleeding. And we have to know that so that we can what? Tailor your treatment according to what we are seeing based on your blood test. Now, another lab test I would like you to get before your hair transplant is your vitamin B12, your vitamin D, your ferritin level, your iron level. And why do I need that? To avoid excessive hair shedding. Well, what happens is that if you're lacking in any of those vitamins, guess what? You're going to have worsening hair shedding and your hair might not grow. Yes. So please get that checked so that you can start treatment for it even before your hair transplant. And finally, the last blood test I'll recommend you get is based on your medical issues. Let's say if you're diabetic, you might need to check your A1C, make sure your blood sugar is under control. So all this you need to talk to your hair transplant surgeon about. So I don't want you to go blindly and get a hair transplant, then expect your results to be really good, especially if all these things are lacking. In summary of what I've said, lab tests I will definitely get and recommend to you before you go for a hair transplant is number one, HIV test, 2, hepatitis testing, 3, get your chemistry panel done, 4, you need to check those vitamins. Yes, check your vitamin B12, vitamin D, check all those iron, folic acid, ferritin, check all that. Depending on your medical history, your hair transplant surgeon might likely do some additional testing. I hope this has helped you clarify some things on what you need to do before hair transplant. So if you've watched this video to this point, I'm sure you've loved this video, especially if you're thinking about a hair transplant. Or do you know someone dealing with hair loss and they've been complaining to you about their hair loss, not knowing what to do? Send them this video. This video will help them a lot and save them a whole lot of stress. Okay, so go ahead and get all these lab tests even before going for a hair transplant. This will definitely help you. Until next time, bye-bye.